feeling like I'm Akademiks. Can't ride away.
The streamer dude and his mom. Okay, yeah, send me those clips. I'll react to it. What the fuck was this? Okay. Oh, y'all got me today, huh? Control audio over here. Okay. All right. I think I'm good. I should start TTS. If you guys want me to do TTS, I'll do it another stream. Okay. So, let me first get into this. Apparently, Charlamagne the God has now responded to my public call out of, I was very shocked that he was into fact checking. I want to be very clear. So I called out Charlamagne because he was into fact checking and crossing your T's and dotting your I's. He said that Ray Daniels reported erroneously that Jay-Z is going to be dropping an album and is done. Now, the reality of it is this. There's about 6 people that have heard Jay-Z has been working on music. About 3 have heard Jay-Z's been working on an album. Do we know the status of it? Probably not. Ray Daniels came out and says, hey, not only he's working on an album, I've heard it's done. I heard he's trying to partner with someone. Because he said that, okay, and whether he was jumping the gun or not, Charlamagne gave him Donkey today. Now, here's the reality of it. To me, it was utterly ridiculous, and, you know, it was either two things. You either don't like the dude, which maybe have some other internal beef over time, or you're doing the bidding of, like, again, you know, Rock Nation. Because if someone says that Jay-Z has new music coming out, if you think that that's a situation where you could give them Donkey of the Day, that would be basically saying that you're confident that Jay-Z is retired. If it's like me, right? I've heard a few things about the Kendrick stuff, right? But if I said breaking news, what the fuck? How's this still happening? If I said breaking news, Kendrick Lamar is working on new music, and someone's like, no, you're an idiot. That's such a light news break, because if he's not working on music, is he never going to work on music? Or if I say he's going to put something out soon or in the near future, for someone to call me out on that, that would mean that, no, Kendrick has no plans to put any music out. And I guess I'm trying to, like, get back to the Jay thing, is like, I wouldn't bite on that story, but if someone said Jay-Z got an album, for you to say he doesn't have an album or he's not working on music, is almost like you're trying to confirm that he's done with music, period, which we all know he's not. We know he's not. So it's a pretty safe bet to say, like, some music sometime at some place is coming. So when I seen Charlamagne do that, I was like, okay, that was odd, but it's not really odd. Like, you know, and let me just say this before, because I could tell what's happening. But I do want to say to Charlamagne and also Rock Nation, I think a little bit of y'all think that y'all are trolling me. You're not trolling me. I get it. The jig is really up. I have no more questions for Charlamagne. There's nothing that I need to hit him up about to ask him. There's also, I'm not blinded no more because I thought this guy was like this great media guy that I looked up to, so I'm in disbelief. I now see things for what it is. I don't have any more questions. So if either Charlamagne, Rock Nation, anyone else in the mix is still playing dumb, still trying to do whatever, I don't think they're over here trolling me. I think at this point, Charlamagne or Rock Nation or whoever, they're actually doing a social test of how stupid people are. I don't need to, we're not at the point of debating. That shit's over. I know what it is. I've seen flat out proof. I don't need convincing. I don't need him to answer. I don't need his response. I don't care. At this point, what I believe is happening is that Charlemagne and Rock Nation is trying to see how dumb the people are. And when I say people, y'all are chat niggas. I do think y'all are much smarter than the average fan. But you included. They're trying to see how dumb you are. Okay? Because the clear and blatant obvious shit they're doing now is basically one of those where it's like, hey, let's see. Oh, how do I get rid of this? Let's see how much we could play in these people's face. Okay? That's it. How much could we play in these? Oh, this is what I needed to turn off. Sorry, chat. How much could we play in these people's face? So truthfully, I'm not offended by anything Rock Nation or Charlemagne does at this point. I get it. The jig is up. But you as a supporter, as a fan, unfortunately, I gotta say, this is a test. How dumb are you? So, Charlemagne decided to respond to like a clip that's like 2 weeks old. Okay? 2 weeks old. And, you know, bruv, again, like, Charlemagne's smart, but, like, Charlemagne's smart if you're damn near handicapped, with all due respect. Charlemagne's a genius. Other than that, we kind of look at him and like, are you fucking kidding me? Respectfully. I mean, we love Charlemagne, but, like, we know Charlemagne is a guy who couldn't pronounce shit on the Breakfast Club, could barely read. We're not going to say this is the most, like, genius guy, okay? So, at this point, we just got to call a spade, and if he thinks he's being smart, we got to point out who he's being smart with. It's not me. It's not anybody who I know. It ain't Drake. He's being smart to supposedly the fans who are that dumb. So Charlemagne finally decided to respond. And honestly, it's proper timing. He went on 2 weeks, like, press run to promote the fact that he has a Hollywood star, which I'm very proud of him. But now he's back to discuss what I said like 2 weeks ago. How is this happening? I muted all this. Okay, I'm gonna have to kill all the alerts for now. So he responded to me calling out a AI website. And by the way, this is why, like, again, to me, a lot of this is a moot point. I don't need to have these discussions again. Fans or chat niggas, y'all are right. I looked up to Charlemagne too much in the way where he thought that I'm an idiot, right? Like, he thinks I'm like Chick Smooth, okay? I'm not. So you're gonna watch him literally miss the point of what I called out. What did I call out? I actually said, yo, Charlemagne played an AI or brought an AI website. He printed it out, right? He had it on his side, on the weak side right here. You can't see it, but right here. Let me make sure you can see it. Over here. And yes, he also used his phone. This was not like some random thing. I asked him in a moment. I said, what website is this from? He says inversewire.com. Okay? When I did more and asked and probed more, I said, who's the author? He says, it's Dalton Jackson. This guy don't play with Dalton. He's legit. Even in the moment, I smelt the bullshit. I didn't know it was bullshit, but it smelled funky. Okay? Now, I thought that Charlemagne would have just completely ignored it. Go do your... How does this keep happening? Chat, I've turned off every alert. Anyway. So, I basically, I I hate that. That fucking sound just like fucks me up. Okay, let me just mute it. Okay. So essentially, like, I don't even need to go over this shit no more, bro. Bro, at this point, Charlamagne's just telling y'all that he doesn't respect your IQ, bro. And at this point, like, I love Charlamagne, but like, I just look at him a little bit different because at the end of it, I just thought that he would not. I thought that he would at least respect common sense. And I thought he would have completely ignored it. And if he completely ignored it, I would have been like, all right, his hand got caught in the cookie jar. Whatever. We're not. But he doubled down. And when he doubled down today, like, that was like ludicrous to me. I'm like, what? He's actually doubling. But he's not doubling down for me. He's not, because in his ultimate goal, he wants to double down and I go off on him or some shit like that. And he'd be like, yeah, Ak is kind of tripping. Like, nah, this. Bruv, at this point, Charlamagne has done told us what he is and what he's not. At this point, it's all about the audience. Are you that dumb? And if you are that dumb, go ahead. If you're not that dumb, whatever. So I'm going to play what he said. Okay? I'm going to play what he said. But truth be told, I guess the only thing I would say to Charlamagne is this. With Charlamagne, as much as I love you and respect you, you're showing why you are of the old order in hip-hop media. And it's kind of sad to me because you've influenced me and many others. You're supposed to be not only current, but you're supposed to be in the future. The mere fact that you would even do certain things that would be playing with the basic intelligence of the audience, that they could use Google or simple just like, search function to figure out that you're lying, just tells me that you have a lack of respect for the audience in how they consume media now, and you think that the old way of how people consume media still exists. How did they consume media before? You could tell them anything on the radio and they would go for it. So the idea of like me getting upset, this wasn't me. I'm not upset at this at all. To me, I kind of watched this and I said, wow, Charlamagne he really thinks that the people who listen to him are all idiots. And, with that being said, I have really nothing to add on to what he said other than you guys know what it is. He's going to do a sleight of hand. And by the way, also, I'm not even going to get mad at what's his name? Alex. But Alex, please don't, my pet peeve. If you don't know what I said, don't speak on me. Speak on yourself. Whatever you say, I don't care about. Don't quote me. I've given a lot of people hell when they quote me and misquote me. Okay? So please, don't quote me. Just be like, I don't remember what Ak said. But don't misquote me. I've given a lot of people a lot of hell for doing that. Because when you niggas try to do y'all bullshit, I just like to be kept out the fray. So Charlamagne's going to act dumb like he doesn't know what's going on. Then what's going to happen is that he's going to get reminded, and then he's going to instantly have something on his phone that he could read from like a script. It's okay. This is the same old thing. I'm not here even. We don't got to get back in a quote unquote manic land. If that's what y'all want to go with, fine. But please, Alex Media, do not speak. If you're not going to play my audio, don't speak for me. Because the idea that you try to like, oh yeah, I think he felt some type of way about the debate. No, motherfucker. Nigga, I take my licks and I give him every single day. I said Charlamagne's a liar. Just like I said Meg Thee Stallion's a liar. I think they're the same liar. People who would lie, and then when confronted with their lie, they lie some more. Liars. Do I got to make that clear? Please stop quoting me, Alex. I get it. You work up there, you do whatever for Charlamagne, but I don't do dick riding competitions. So the next time when Charlamagne acts dumb, like, hey, what was said? Don't misquote me. And I've gotten at that bitch Lauren LaRosa for the same thing, and I do call her out her name frequently. And I love you. I don't want to call you out your name. But if you don't know what I've said, just play the audio. Let Ak speak for himself. I don't need you to speak for me. And you shouldn't talk about me if you don't have the audio of what I've said. This idea of, oh, yeah, no, I think that's how he felt. There is no I think that's how he felt. I've said how I felt. I don't like liars. I don't like deception. I don't like people who I thought I was sitting with because of so much respect I have coming with blatant articles that was either given to them or they knew wasn't real, and then they vouched it in the interview saying it was real. So whatever way y'all want to clean this up, it's not, I'm not upset at y'all cleaning it up, because at this point, I know what I know. Charlamagne's a liar. Just like Megan Thee Stallion, liar, straight up. You don't need to misrepresent my point. You could just say what you think's going on. And whatever, I'm going to play what he said. If anybody wants to believe it, I'm good. I can't argue with liars. I can't. But for Laura LaRosa, Alex Media, anybody else, don't ever misquote me. Please. This is not me being upset that people felt he got the best of me in a debate. It's not that at all. It's clearly me saying that you think I would sit down with Jeremy Hecht? He's a fucking liar too. He's just a bitch. If I knew Charlamagne was going to be a liar, we had a full court. Well, not we. Well, I mean, I guess I ignored it. I let Grant do what he got to do. There's a full court press on Charlamagne. I ain't got to sit down with that nigga for nothing. I didn't need that. I sat down with him because I fuck with him and that's my mans. But if he gonna sit down with me and come with a bunch of lies, I probably should have not sat with the nigga. I only sat with the nigga because of how much I respected him, and I thought at least because of the respect, he would at least come with not lies. He could be biased, but lies and fabrications is where I draw the line. So please, just in the future, and you'll hear me say this continually, Charlamagne's a liar. He lied to me. Until he admits that he took an AI website, he's a liar. Straight up and down. I don't care who loves him, who don't love him. I call a spade a spade. Charlamagne lied, and at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck if I look up to him like he's the GOAT of exactly what I do. He's a fucking liar, my nigga. It's not about a debate and who won. You know what? I thought he would never address it. I thought he would never address it. Even if he did, I thought he would have said, I ain't gonna lie, I had mad articles. Like, yeah, I was tripping when I said like it was a legit website and shit. I didn't know. But like on some real shit, like I was seeing them articles everywhere. That was just the one that like I kind of used. But bro, he doubled down like we're stupid. Like, bro, if I was him and you got, again, hand in a cookie jar, you know what I would said? Bro, you know there was real lawsuits. That article, like, shit, I fucking Googled some shit and that's what came up. Like, I didn't really know what's what. Like, yeah, I was capping about it's legitimate. I was capping about the Dalton Jackson shit. Bro, the nigga just doubled down on it like we're fucking retarded. So again, that's why I said, now I don't have to ask Charlamagne no question. Charlamagne's a liar. Straight up. Liar. I can't believe him. Because I don't lie when obvious facts is in front of me. Like, I'm like, what? Nigga, you've been caught hand in a cookie jar. It's an AI website. It ceased to exist. We're going to talk about it. It just popped back up. You can't even just... Oh, but you're not trolling Ak at this point. You're trolling yourself. You're trolling yourself. Because I actually have no... I'm going to let him explain what he got to explain. I have no response to it. Because, again, when a liar shows me he's a liar lies. I don't know why a liar lies. I don't know why a liar lies. So I'm going to just play it, and if you believe it, fuck it. This was his response after The website he used to try to prove his claims that there was this big investigation, this and third, all type of stuff. Oh, Grand Wizard, blah, 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 blah. When he used that, and I said, well, where are you getting this from? Because that was my entire point. My entire point was that the only legit website that's really covered this is a website that's Wall Street Journal, but they covered Polymarket. I've never worked with Polymarket. Granted, wasn't mentioned in Polymarket thing. Drake was only mentioned because he rapped about Polymarket on Iceman, and Aiden fittingly has a deal with Polymarket, so I could see why they're talking about him. However, that doesn't go into the narrative of whatever Charlamagne was talking about. And Charlamagne said, well, if that article doesn't completely address you and Grand and Drake, well, I have another article. I said, what's the article? It says from a website named inversewire.com. I said, dog, that sounds like this is real news. I said, no, it's a reputable site. I said, huh? So who's the author? Dalton Jackson. He's the cultural curator of this. I already knew that was bullshit from then because only Charlamagne uses, I'm a cultural. Niggas don't talk like that no more. That's old. So I say that to say I have no opinion of what he does. At this point, my opinion is clear. Charlamagne to me is a liar. Fuck what? I don't need to hear what he got to say. He's a liar. Now, whatever y'all think of him, let's see how much he could fool y'all. My mind's been made up already.
That Charlamagne was using AI. What was I using AI for?
The news thing.
Let me hear it.
So nobody cares that Charlamagne the God came with an AI article to try to shift up the discussion and blatantly lie and try to just capture the goodwill of the people by trying to say someone's crazy. Now he has nothing more to say on the topic. Now he's talking about what Ray Daniels said. Fuck what Ray Daniels said. Numero uno's back here again. What about the fucking AI shit you brought up against me? Let's get back to that interview. Let's get back to that.
What AI shit is he talking about?
What's the AI?
Now, I know I said, and I don't have anything to say, but I want to play from the Brilliant Idiots clip because I want to show you, this is like media, real advanced media sleight of hand. You hear
Y'all's career.
You hear how Charlamagne sounds like oblivious, correct? Like, oh, what? What are y'all talking about? What? I don't know. Look how quick he pulls it up on his phone. That's not a Google search, my guys. Okay? It's not a Google search. This is a well-orchestrated, okay, when I bring this up, read your excuse or your talking lines. Here we go.
Some asking idiots, gang.
Hold on, one more thing.
Hold on.
What you
Would
got,
you
Taylor,
like to answer
Look, see? He's already on the phone. Just check it out.
to this?
Answer to what?
Came with an AI article.
Hold on now. Stop. Hold on. What does it say? Akademiks. Salute the act, man. Salute the big fucking act. It says Akademiks says nobody cares. That's
Also, I want to make it clear. I still don't have a problem with Charlamagne. I just have to let you know, and I'll let him know, I think Charlamagne's a liar. Okay? Doesn't mean I hate him. I think he's a liar. If Charlamagne, I'm giving him the same treatment I give to Meg Thee Stallion. If Charlamagne called me today and said, Ak, it's raining outside, I would put the phone down and walk outside and check it for myself. When you find out someone's a liar, you need to take that and you need to operate in the future with it. Okay? Now, of course, I could add up stuff and be like, well, he's lying for this, these and the reason. The very basic method or the basic, foundational thing is that I no longer believe Charlamagne, I used to. I used to think Charlamagne was a uncomfortable truth guy. I always talked about when I first met him. When I walked into the room to do an interview with him, there was someone who was a former co-host of mine on college radio that brought me upstairs. I was interning for the Breakfast Club. I didn't talk to that woman for about like a year or a year and a half. When I walked up, I didn't know this woman had a problem with me. I seen her on campus. She ignored me. Okay? She ignored me. I thought she was pledging. So, like, I don't know if you know about colleges, when people are, like, trying to get in a sorority, they have to be, like, they can't speak to people. So I had said hi to her on campus. She never spoke to me. Anyway, I didn't really see her again until I go up to the Breakfast Club. She brings me upstairs to the Breakfast Club. When I hit Charlamagne, I'm there. When we're in the elevator, she doesn't really say much, but I'm like, all right, we can't be beefing like that. She just got me from downstairs. We signed in, me and my cameraman. And when we get upstairs, the first thing Charlamagne says to me is, "Hey, yo, Ak, what up, man?" He was like, yo, what'd you do to, I think her name was Sarah, or something like that. Sasha. What'd you do to Sasha, man? She hates your guts. And I always loved Charlamagne for that, because he was the uncomfortable truth guy. He couldn't let the elephant in the room just go by. He brought it up, and I felt like he would always say, in my opinion, say the thing that people didn't like or people weren't ready to talk about. I respected that about him. Charlamagne, of anybody in media, I've never associated with being a liar until now. I have to be honest. Now, after seeing how he's played this, I'm like, oh, Charlamagne is a liar. It is what it is. There's a bunch of liars I know that are liars. Meg Thee Stallion's a liar. Charlamagne's a liar. They're liars, which means you can't take them at face value. If they tell you something, just beware. They have other alternatives, other motives. They have whatever they're doing, because in their way of operating is to try to mislead you with what they're saying. They're not keeping it real. And I'm going to be honest with you. Of course, it hurt me a lot for a while to even acknowledge that Charlamagne's a liar. Straight up. He's a liar. Now, I could sit here and rack my brain about how he got to be a liar. Like, why? Like, is it money? Is it audition? But fuck all that. The mere point is this. This is a very simple thing. And I'm going to always go back to when I first met him. He was telling just truths, no matter who got mad about it or who didn't like it or if it was uncomfortable. He was the elephant in the room guy. That's when I first met him back in 2013. The Charlamagne in 2026 is a liar. He is not sincere, and he'll tell you anything to mislead you. That's what I feel, and I will just back out of the conversation with that. I don't hate him. He's still the greatest. But I will let you know, if Charlamagne told me go left, I will call 5 other people and ask them if maybe going right is the right thing to do. In my opinion, currently. You guys don't have to follow me, but I treat people how they treat me. The first time, listen, it's like the first time your girl told you, oh, I was out with my girls, but you found out she was out with a bunch of niggas. What do you do with that information? Anyway, so I'll just play it. But anyway, so they get to this asking idiots part, and their intern, who's in the background on the mic, is going to read or play the story with me and Charlamagne. And Charlamagne is going to act oblivious and then immediately respond, but he's going to respond with an already pulled up thing on his phone. Check this out.
Charlamagne was using AI. What was I using AI for?
The news thing.
Let me hear it.
Cares that Charlamagne the God came with an AI article. So nobody cares that Charlamagne the God came with an AI article to try to shift up the discussion and blatantly lie and try to just capture the goodwill of the people by trying to say someone's crazy. Now he has nothing more to say on the topic. Now,
by the way, I hate to pause this, but Schultz, let me tell you this. I know you, and you're really smart. Charla put you on, and I love how you kind of just like play dumb, like what? What's but I understand you can't really properly call out Charlamagne. I don't know if this has been him the whole time, but this is him now. You're not dumb. Every time I've ever done flagrant, you're super in the mix. I watch you react to this, and I could tell, and this is what, you said this to me one time about when you said it was me and Joe, when I was on Everyday Struggle. I'm watching you at the same time take heed as well. You know what it is.
he's talking about what Ray Daniels said. Fuck what Ray Daniels said. Numero uno's back here again. What about the fucking AI shit you brought up against me? Let's get back to that. Andy. Let's get back to that.
What AI shit is he talking about?
What's the AI thing?
I saw that he thought that you
Remember, what AI thing? Completely unprepared, right?
brought up newspaper, like AI newspaper, or not newspaper, sorry, news reports about him.
Look at Schultz. Let me tell you one thing about Schultz. Schultz always learned from Charlemagne. He watching nigga, I know this shit like the back of my hand, my nigga. He watching Charlemagne to see how Charlemagne deal with it. Schultz ain't never gonna sell Charlemagne out. But trust me, if you think he's that dumb that he don't realize, watch.
AI news reports about him. Oh, yeah, they be spamming the fuck out of me with that shit. They talk about inversewire.com. It's like, Act, you're smarter than that, my brother. Like, inversewire.com is a, what do they call it? It's called an aggregator site. Do you know what an aggregator site is? No. Well, let me tell you guys. I like teachable moments.
What if media
Immediately jumps on the phone. It's queued up.
is another one, right?
No, Media is not. Media does original stories. Aggregator site is a
you already found it. Okay.
website that collects information, content, or product listings from many different sources and shows them all in one place. Instead of making its own original content, the site organizes data from other web pages so people can compare options easily. And common types of aggregator sites are news and articles. So there's platforms like, I think it's called TechMeme. They collect and summarize news reports from various publishers. So that's what the site inversewire.com does. And so
Yo, the whole time I listened to this, I never looked at Charlemagne one time. When Charlemagne, again, I've never associated liar with Charlemagne. I'm telling you, I've looked up to this guy. I thought he was the guy who would tell the truth even if it didn't serve him. I'm honest. I looked at Schultz. I look at Schultz because Schultz is watching Charlemagne play the game. Remember, I told you that. He's watching Charla play the game. So the whole time I'm looking at Schultz, let me tell you this. Schultz he's pretty smart. He knows what's going on. Just watch him.
the article that I was citing to Akademiks was originally published on theage.com, and it was also published on the Sydney Morning Herald. And those sites, at least theage.com is for sure, theage.com is behind the paywall. So I think inversewire.com takes stories that are from behind paywalls and puts them up.
Public.
And I saw Act saying how the site was taken down. That's probably why it was taken fucking down. You know what I'm saying?
The reputable site got taken down because it was doing illegal shit. Yo, let me tell you this. When Rock Nation sends out their memos, I don't know if it's Wayne already read the quiet part out loud. We saw that. But who came up with this script?
If you taking paid content, from another site and putting it up on your site, then that's probably one of the reasons they would take it down. But what is he trying to say, that the article's not real?
Yeah.
That's the sleight of hand. So we just went from you saying that the site was reputable and the journalist was reputable to now you claiming it's an aggregator site, but it aggregates from places that have a paywall. And now you're asking, wait, is he saying that? Is he saying that? What he says?
Then that's probably one of the reasons they would take it down. But what is he trying to say, that the article's not real?
Yeah.
Well, what?
That's what the claim. The claim is that I think Rock Nation made some fake article, and they're the ones that are pumping this whole situation.
It's on the Sydney Morning Herald. Act knows this. I've sent Act these articles before. It's on the Sydney Morning Herald. The rapper, the crypto billionaire, and the Instagram mystery man. That was the Sydney Morning Herald. The Age.com. Hold on, the Age.com. You've seen that article,
I see quite.
Look at Schultz. When I look at Schultz, I realize I'm like, Schultz, let me tell you this, man. Just look at Schultz the entire time. I told you, I haven't even looked at Charlamagne. Ever since I watched this, I looked at Schultz. Because I always got to see the dishonest people in the room. It matters to me. It really does matter to me. When I have to label someone as a liar, a liar doesn't mean that you always, it's not because you always tell the truth. Because I've probably said stuff in my career or my life that I actually thought was true, but it wasn't true. And maybe my belief or maybe what I saw, but when corrected with actual facts, when actually seeing more information, I usually be like, oh shit, I got that wrong. A liar. Listen, a liar and a thief are the two worst things. You almost got to respect a killer more than them. You know why? A liar and a thief, you don't even know who they are. Okay? Especially a liar. A liar is going to, when confronted about their lies, they lie more. Do you get what I'm saying? They continue to make up lies rather than just saying, nah, I was fucking with you. Nah, I was trolling. I was fucking with you. You realize that he could have just said, nah, I was trolling. Like, nah, that's the first website I seen. I didn't really know too much about it. I didn't know if it was reputable. You know, that would have been an easy response. Man, yeah, I was kind of capping. Like, that was the first website I pulled when I Googled it. Like, I didn't know if it was reputable or not. I was trolling about that, but shit, it kind of did bring up some shit. Bro, he's doubling down. Oh, no, it's an aggregator website. It's a this, it's a that. Watch Schultz.
Quite a few articles, actually. But
Now, hold on. Let me see. TheAge.com, because I'm not talking about this shit no more, man. I'm going to be honest with you. Like, hold on. TheAge.com, the headline for that article was, what the fuck? The rapper, the crypto billionaire, the Instagram. Yeah, it's the same story. TheAge.com and the Sydney Morning Herald both posted that story. It's up on their sites right now.
It's a sleight of hand. Again, I could tell you what those articles are about. Those articles is a profile basically of Stake and the owner, which is Ed Craven. The website that he used, which is an AI website, does not even mention Ed Craven. It mentions Grand Wizard and then tries to connect it to Botan, this and third. This, what he's talking about is an entire profile of an Australian resident, which is Ed Craven, who owns Stake. And they're saying, look how this person has dominated in gambling, and they're linked to Drake. That's what that's what that article. I don't even want to respond to this because it disrespects everybody's intelligence.
Matter of fact, put them in the put them on the screen.
I got you.
Put them on the screen.
But yeah, man, just give Ak a hug, bro.
That's my guy.
Yeah, come on, guys. Be friends again. Everybody be friends.
And shout out to Schultz. I think he's also in a tough position. Schultz, I love you. I love Charlamagne too. Schultz, if I could speak to, I can't speak to Charlamagne's a liar. I just can't, like, once I've seen, until Charlamagne admits his lie, like, there's no need to talk to him. He's doubling and tripling down on a lie. When you can't have a real sincere conversation with a liar. So I would say this to Schultz. There isn't like an issue. I think people, like even Joe, thought that there's not an issue with me and Charlamagne. I, for the life of me, can't understand, right? Like in my simple mind, I said, oh, I think you're probably sticking up for Rock Nation. I don't have a problem with you. If you think Grant or whoever is getting at you, that will be all eviscerated. Just get out the way. I know who I'm going against. I'm going against those people. You're not those people, I think. And as soon as we said that, he kept going more, and then we find out he's with those people. That's the ironic part. But in reality, I hear Schultz say, like, let's be friends again. I mean, I don't have an issue with Charlemagne. To me, I'm actually even confused why he's like doubling and tripling down on lies. It just sounds crazy to me. Your hand's caught in a cookie jar. Bro, you're promoting you getting a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Rather than come back and address this and lie again, why not just like, yeah, we might be like, yeah, remember Charlemagne ain't talk about this again? That's what I was saying. Say, yeah, he ain't gonna talk about it again. Don't talk about it again and lie again. So, for me, I'm just kind of like confused why the lies continue. I just don't know. But, I don't need clarification on the lies. Before I thought that me and him could have let's have a powwow and kind of like get to it. But at this point, I kind of look at Charlemagne like he's Meg Thee Stallion. He's a liar. And that's kind of unfortunate because I've never looked at him like that. But now when I hear him say something, I got to think about him like that. If Meg Thee Stallion, I said it in the deposition, if Meg Thee Stallion told me, yo, it's raining outside, I would say, hold up. Let me walk outside and let me see if I need an umbrella. Unfortunately, that's just how I look at Charlemagne the God these days. I don't think he's believable because these lies that don't even seem self-serving. Again, he could have just literally said, oh, shit, I made a mistake. Oh, shit, that shit got deleted. Oh, fuck. Damn, nigga, I thought it was a real website. All right, my bad. Like, I might have, like, vouched it too much saying it was reputable or whatever. Okay, that's my bad. But, like, there are X, Y, and Z. Bro, he's tripling down, which means that he's not trying to affect me. He's now playing with the audience. And I'm not going to lie. I know the chat niggas are not going to be, but I'm affected by this. But when I look on Twitter, there's a lot of stupid niggas on Twitter. There's a few people's audience I see kind of like, not necessarily smart, but they'll do some digging. But the majority of people on Twitter are pretty stupid, so I can't knock it.
Who's not friend? We just sat down and had a 3-hour conversation.
Be friends, everybody. Be friends.
When I heard that just now, I thought that was AI. I didn't know that was Zach really talking. I didn't know that was Zach really talking. Like, that article I read, the act is real. It's on the Sydney Morning Herald. Matter of fact, hold on, I'm gonna tell you, I'll do you one better. I'll tell you who wrote the article.
I don't even think you need.
That article that you read to me was not on the Sydney whatever. You read to me from an AI website, Charlemagne.
Need to do that.
No, I want to.
Like they
Kishore, Napier.
Like, this is how the hubris of these guys. Just look at even Schultz's face. Like, he's kind of looking like, your bro. Dude, are you really, like, let me tell you, one thing I do like about Schultz, I think he's smart and he's an incredible comedian. But I've watched him do what Charlemagne couldn't do. I watched Schultz sit there with Trump and really agree with a lot of Trump talking points. And Trump got elected. And essentially, after that happened, he came back, even though people bashed him like hell, he said, you know what? I think I might have made a mistake. I shouldn't have done that. And I watched him take the ego hit of admitting that maybe he didn't do something right. And I'm watching how he's looking at Charlemagne, who basically literally got called out and caught by reading a website that's completely AI. And rather saying, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I looked at it, I thought it was legit, my bad. He's watching him double down. Again, just look at this web. Like, we actually, I mean, I could pull up the fake article he that was made by AI that he read, but I want to read you what he's saying. Look, on New Year's Eve, a bombshell lawsuit filed in Virginia at stake, cryptocurrency casino co-founded by in Australia by 30-year-old billionaire Ed Craven has been using a scheme to artificially inflate Also named in this suit was George who acted as a facilitator, but despite 1 degree of separation from the celebrity, almost no trace of George's online life exists. I went down a rabbit hole looking for him and encountered a bizarre psychic-esque tale involving the world's biggest rap beef. That's not what he read. It's not what he read. And and I looked at this article, by the way, it's a profile of Ed Craven and Steak, because Ed Craven lives in Australia. Anyway,
Ash Rahman. That's who wrote the article.
and by the way, even if the website was, or this article is completely legit, that's not what he read from. He didn't say Kishore. He said Dalton Jackson. He said Dalton Jackson. You know why he said Dalton Jackson? Because this is what he's now quoting is a Australian website that's talking about Australian residents. Australian residents being talked about in Australian media. But we wouldn't care because we're not in Australia. So what he did was he used Dalton Jackson to make it seem like it was up to the par with the Wall Street Journal that cover U.S.-based store. Bro, I don't even need to like respond to this, bro. Like this is just
Cool. On the Sydney Morning Herald. I don't know anything else. The Sydney Morning Herald and the age.com. So that's where it was originally published. InburstWire.com took it from there and posted it. I don't. Hey, I can't wait to see how you spin this one. I love it. I like hearing Atkins entertaining to me. You know what I'm saying? I want to see, because is he trying to say that the article's not real?
It seems that way, but my thing is,
that's not what I said, brother. And by the way, well, actually, no, the site isn't real. It's an AI website. The articles aren't really put out by a legit author.
he's just upset by how the discussion went, I think.
Please stop that. Yo, at the end of the day, and this is where I gotta pop my shit, my nigga, I'm the biggest voice that all these kids and everybody's listening to, my nigga. I don't care if Charlemagne won a debate or not, my nigga. That shit doesn't matter to me. I care that Charlemagne, a nigga who I looked up to, lied to my face for no fucking reason. It's not that like everybody who likes me loves Charlemagne. That's not what happened. The nigga just fucking lied to me for Desiree Perez and Jay-Z, my nigga. That's why I'm like, wow. So you're telling me a guy that I looked up to that I used to call and ask for every personal, like he's told me personal things about his career. I've told him personal things. If that nigga could come to me with a lie for content, nigga, like, that's my point. It's not about this discussion. Charlemagne's one of the best ever. Like, yo, if people say I lost the debate to him, who gives a fuck? It's not like I lost to Rory. What the fuck? Nigga, I just can't believe a nigga who I looked up to would lie like this. That's the thing that it doesn't even hurt me at this point. It just made me realize, and I'm gonna be honest with you, because y'all know how I get. Until the end of time, just like with Meg Thee Stallion. When I hear Meg Thee Stallion, I think liar. When I hear Charlemagne the God, I think liar. I'm sorry. I can't understand someone who would be this disingenuous and would lie like this. That's it. So if you know, for Alex or whoever who needs to hear this, if it makes y'all feel better, okay, I lost the debate to Charlemagne. I don't care, nigga. I'm Big Act, nigga. The fuck? Nigga, I'm still Big Act, nigga. LeBron done lost the fucking championship. I don't care. The fact is this. After that shit, win, lose, or draw, that nigga's a liar. I wanted to shake hands and be cool and friends with the nigga again. That nigga's a fucking liar. That's it. I don't know why y'all think like my ego is so big, nigga. I battled versus Joe Budden every day on a fucking debate show. You don't think at some point I'm like, you know what? Joe's cooking right there. And I'm like, oh, I was cooking there. Do you think my ego really like precludes me from actually just actually saying, okay? It doesn't. Me personally, just realize when a nigga is a liar, I can't fuck with him. Straight up. I can't fuck with a nigga who just gonna call me. You gonna call me with lies. You gonna get on camera with me with lies. And here's the thing. Everybody who said this about me be like, yo, Ack, you too blind about whatever. Y'all were exactly right. Because, nigga, I ate every lie up for years until this was the only crystal clear moment where I'm like, Charlemagne ain't keeping it 100. And by the way, for anybody who fuck with me, like, nigga, that's why I told you I don't look up to no media personality. Any of these younger, upcoming media people who probably say, oh, Axe our GOAT, nigga, don't look up to me, because if I lie to you like this, nigga, I shouldn't be a GOAT. Nigga, that is not cool. This is not some shit where I think you can hang your hat on. So give Charlemagne the debate. If that's what y'all want, give him the debate. Just call him a liar afterwards. I don't care. And that's how I honestly took it, because I'm like, to this day, I'm like, damn, why are you still tripling down on this shit? It's just kind of crazy. Bro, he could still have the debate and be like, yo, nah, Ack, I fucked up on this. This nigga doubling, tripling down, and making up more lies. Aggregator site? Come on, bruv. Like, my nigga, like, out of respect for me, and you know that you say you fuck with me the way you do, you'll be like, oh, nah, Ack, I kind of got that wrong. But my sentiment still stands. Our convo still stands. I'm not over here saying the whole that's what I was telling Alex, don't speak for me, bro. Because I'm not trying to, this is in no way, shape, or form me trying to get some backdoor win. I don't give a fuck about the debate, nigga. Like, I could debate anybody I want. And also, you winning it's like Kendrick winning a rap battle, nigga. Drake's still the biggest, nigga. The fuck? Who people care about, Drake or Kendrick, nigga? Drake, nigga, the fuck is you talking about? So I don't, like, my ego is not that. I'm just looking at it and be like, damn, my man's really going to just cap it like that the whole time? Nigga, we could give you the debate. But like, nigga, are you just going to just lie to the person you say is your man's? You just going to, like, just be dishonest? You just going to, like, send niggas off? You're going to make more lies up? Bro, you're a fucked up nigga for that. You're a liar. And nigga, that's exactly what I thought about Meg Thee Stallion. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what I took away from this. I'm like, damn. Nigga, I gotta like really go back over everything Charlamagne ever told me in life. Cause I never expect a nigga to be lying like this. I expect a nigga. Bro, I'm telling you, if the nigga was just like, yo, I swear, if he was just like, yo, Act, I ain't gonna lie, I thought that shit was real, gang. Like, now I was seeing some shit like, nigga, the first article that came up when I Googled Grand Wizard and lawsuit, I ran with that and shit, nigga, like, when you asked me if it was whatever, like, yeah, I kind of wilded out. I doubled down like it was legit, but I ain't know. Now that you see the shit AI, now I know. Okay, that shit wasn't whatever, but you know there's some lawsuits I was around. You know what I would have said? Honest mistake. The nigga is doubling and tripling down, bro. This is just straight up a liar, bro. I can't fuck with it. I just can't. I'd rather you tell me the truth than I don't like the truth, or you tell me the truth and I'm like, this is some lying ass shit. So that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, I don't think like at this point Charlamagne trying to troll me or fool me. I think he trying to play with y'all. He trying to see how stupid you niggas is. Because he don't need to be on Brilliant Idiots doing this. Listen, I call niggas out. Charlamagne, I think you're a liar. That's it. Point blank, period. If Charlamagne tell me, yo, let's vote for Democrats, he's a liar, we should probably go for I'm sorry. That's how I feel based on how you've acted. You don't need to prove nothing more to me. I think you're a liar. Okay? So now, if he speaks on this or even whatever, now I'm thinking he's just playing in y'all face because, like, y'all dumb. Like, I'm not dumb. When y'all ask me, right now, word association, what comes to your mind? Charlamagne the God. Liar. GOAT. Liar and a GOAT. Like, he's the GOAT liar. I'm going to still call him the GOAT, but you're a liar. Fuck it. You're a liar.
Because he's still trying to prove points from the discussion.
Here's the thing.
Just give him a hug, Charla.
As I told Ack.
Give him a hug, Charla.
As I told Ack, I don't know if these allegations in this article are true. But the article is real. Mm-hmm. It's on the Sydney Morning Herald.
The article is not real. You should have quoted the Sydney. You should have quoted that Sydney newspaper. You didn't. You quoted Inverse Wire because it was written in a certain way. You see that sleight of hand, he's like, oh, but the article's real. The website ceased to exist. Anyway, let him finish.
And it's in theage.com. That's where it was originally published. Once again, Inverse Wire is an aggregator site, and they take articles from other...
Yo, and in every aggregator site, I used to have an aggregator site called latenightcreep.com. Facts. Nigga, this is when I was in college. An aggregator site, it links to the original website. It links to the original article. Yo, Charlemagne, brother, I'm going to be honest with you. My nigga, like, I never looked at you as a scholar, but nigga, you coming off mad dumb right here, my nigga. Like, yo, when you saying shit like aggregator website, nigga, I had an aggregator website, nigga. Are you fucking stupid, dummy? Like, are you crazy? Nigga, I had an aggregator website. Are you crazy? Like, you can't say that type of shit. Like, you can fool niggas in the chat. You fool them niggas. You fool niggas on Twitter. Nigga, I had a... Everybody knows, like, my come up, nigga, I was working at a computer lab at Rutgers University, nigga. I had something called latenightcreep.com, and I figured out how to code it. I bought some shit from WordPress, and I put all the hottest blogs that would just feed there because I didn't have a staff that could update it with news, and I was trying to be a news guy. Nigga, all it did was it would basically link back to exactly where, it would have the headlines on my site, but it would link back to exactly where the articles are coming from. Bro, Charlemagne, you went to a site that literally rewrites articles. They publish 90 articles in a day. That's what we talking about. You over here not trying to tell the truth. Bro, I don't even know why I'm even going back and forth with it, because you know what it is? I actually do believe, I'm going to tell you why, like, I don't even want to give too much energy to it. Okay, so you're hearing the most pathetic excuse right here. Like, Charlemagne actually believes we're dumb. Like, you could tell Charlemagne just got a computer 2 years ago. It's no way he's telling us what aggregator is in this and third. My nigga, first of all, you told my aggregator website, nigga, like, I have an Instagram page that's an aggregator page. We get videos from other people on other sources. World Star is an aggregator page. So you talking this dumb shit is like, yo, bro, who do you think you sound smart to? But I know who you sound smart to. Them dumbass niggas who still listen to the Breakfast Club, who can't even fucking figure out to listen to y'all niggas on Netflix. You sound smart to them. Them dumbass niggas who listen to the Breakfast Club still, who can't, they'll be like, oh, how do we get to Netflix? Oh, I'm on Netflix, but where's the podcast? Those niggas you sound smart to. Nigga, you sound retarded to me, nigga. You sound like Floyd, who can't basically read a sentence when y'all recorded him and put his shit out. You sound stupid to me. That's a fact. Nigga, I'm listening to you, I'm like, nigga, you think he's saying aggregator? That's making me, like, bruv, come on, bruv. You gotta be talking to a stupid nigga to even listen to some shit like this, bruh. Yo, gun to his head. If Charlemagne spell aggregate, I might give $1 million. Yo, bro, come on, stop it, bro. Charlemagne got no idea what's going on. Nigga reading a script. Gotta keep it a bean.
Other places and republish.
So they just ripped it off, basically.
Yeah, that's what they do. That's when they're an aggregator site.
Got it.
Just look at Schultz, man. Just look at yo, Schultz is kind of looking at this thing like, yo, bro, all right, man, fuck it. Yo, and I get it. Because listen, Schultz, this was my mentor. This is a nigga who put you on. Nigga, I know you looking at him like, damn, like, why is this all that? It's not even that deep. But fuck it.
I don't know what you want to say.
Yo, just look at Schultz, bruv. Just look at Schultz. That's all you need to do. Look at Schultz.
Idiots.
Let's do it. I gotta run through this ADR.
Okay. Anyway. Last thing last. Inverse wire is back up. Ironic, huh? Oh, look at this. Oh my God, I'm done. I'm done, bro. I'm done. Yo, this is why I say, yo, I think Charla and Rock Nation is trying to troll me. But like in reality, bro, like I ain't even gonna lie to you. Like, I don't even got nothing to say to y'all. This is, for me, I'm just watching how stupid the audience is. And I ain't gonna lie, this, you know, Charlamagne said teachable moment. This might be a teachable moment, honestly, for me. Because I've always treated my audience like they're of higher IQ they're curious for more information. But if not my audience, but if the masses believe this, I might have to start playing. So anyway, Inverse Wire is back. They said they try to shut us down. For a minute, the wire went quiet. Some people thought we were gone. Some people hope we were going wrong. Inverse Wire is back, louder, sharper, and somehow even more disrespectful. To everyone who kept checking the site, sharing the story, sending a screenshot, defending the wire, laughing with us, arguing with us, and keeping the name alive. Oh my, it says, thank you. We couldn't have brought this back without you. And to everybody else, we missed you. The wire is live again. Let's click enter the wire. Look. Ah! By the way, they sent me a screenshot of this before today, like a couple hours ago. This wasn't a headline. You know what the headline was? Hold on. Oh my God. Nah. Oh, there was another headline about me and Drake or something like that. I can't remember what it was. Oh my God. They've switched the headline. DJ Akademiks is hip hop's worst leader and the perfect. Look, Dalton Jackson. DJ Akademiks is one of the most powerful people in hip hop. That's precisely the problem, because leadership isn't something you get to opt out once millions of people start watching. You don't get to say I'm just entertaining people. You don't get to say I'm just a blogger. You don't get to hide behind views. At some point, reach becomes influence. Influence becomes responsibility. And by that, Akademiks might be the worst major league. Look, not because he's unsuccessful. He's enormously successful, but not because he's stupid. He's clearly. I love this. Charlemagne, this will be a test, and I know you and Rot Nation or whatever, y'all clearly running this. If people believe this, remember, I'm going to use a Kendrick line. Oh, it's the last line of Euphoria. What's that last line? If you take it there, I'm taking it further. That's all I'll say. I love this. I am in love with this. I even got to quote Kendrick. If y'all take it there, I'm taking it further. Because if people will believe this, y'all better buckle up. Y'all better buckle up, okay? Anyway. They tried. Oh, man. Yeah, the discussion, like, even seeing this, I would like to have. I wanted to like join one of these like think spaces, because there's a bunch of people I see like in hip hop that they try to like rationalize a lot of things, and they try to like, kind of battle with ideas. But I think this is the great way to know the stupid niggas in hip hop. You always just flat out want to know the retards. And this is where we would find them. But am I mad at this? Nah, man. Yo, Charlemagne. Okay. Yeah, y'all should read all this stuff and let me know what you think. This is pretty ironic. Oh, wow. Okay. This is it's hilarious. Look at this. Look how they wrote the article. They wrote the article like a haiku. Joe Budden is certain No morality professor. His history is complicated too. But look at the product today. Build structure, schedule, a cast. Look, what if the next generation copies me? Yeah, I'll tell y'all that, and I'll just leave with that. Unfortunately, y'all gonna have to deal with me, or y'all gonna have to deal with my descendants. I can say this confidently. When it comes to hip hop media, there's a lot more kids out there and young people and creators out there that want to be me than Charlamagne. At the end of the day, I'm sorry to say, and any of y'all, to be quite frank. So, if y'all think that I'm maybe the cancer to the structure, well, listen, man, you have a lot of tumors to cut out because there's a lot of people coming afterwards. And I'm very happy for them. Anyway, we'll just ignore them. This is hilarious. Was there any other article posted? Just that? That was a good troll. Huh? Oh, my God. Oh, yeah. So this was here we go. Let's keep it going. Okay, so we have one article, the August 22nd. Let's see if there was another articles. Oh, look at this. Top 10 voices in hip-hop media ranked by more than clicks. Yo, August 22nd. Let's watch. Yo, my nigga just created his own complex, bro. Like, this is crazy, bro. Yo. Yo. Yo, bruv, I ain't gonna cap with you. I'm kind of realizing, chat. Yo, Complex gave me number one. Well, everybody be calling me on the sneak like, nah, congrats. That shit be hurting they soul. I don't care. I see y'all niggas on Forbes. I'm good. Like, I'm not tripping on it. What the fuck? They got a website that's re-ranking the media list? Bet. Let's see what they say. Charlamagne's number one. He gets number one because very few people have remained relevant while continuing to evolve. That's harder. They're talking about evolving. He grew. Yo, this is ill. Joe number two. Okay. Who's number three? Okay. All right. Wait, what about number five? Okay. This is amazing, bro. This is good. Holy shit. All right. Wait. Who wrote this article? You gotta find this article. Oh, Mr. Dalton Jackson. Chad, nah, this is ill. I can't even lie, bro. This is kind of ill. Brilliant. Yo, I'm done. Yo, Charlamagne, it's no way you got 200 million to have like a fucking AI website stroke your ego, bro. It's good, bro. Yo, Charla, you got 200 mil already, bro. It's no fucking way you're reputable. Look, nigga, it has Charlamagne with muscles carrying Andrew Schultz and the whole. Yo, Charla, you got it, bro. You got it. Like, I'm gonna keep it a bean with you. Like, it'll be the first time. Yeah, I do not have 200 million. That is not my thing. I do not have it. I'm pretty good though, but I don't have that. Anyway, how does Charlamagne got 200 million and he's rocking with this AI website just clearly meant to inflate his ego? They have re-ranked hip-hop media, guys, and put him number one. They're now doing an article about brilliant idiots. Nigga, half the time Schultz ain't even there. Nigga, Schultz is filming movies on tour. Nigga, we're stuck with like Lauren LaRosa. Nigga, what the fuck she gonna do? Hey. Oh, we called over for a comment. No fucking way. The race is over. Charlemagne is the number one. Rock Nation is the greatest organization hip hop ever built. Hove became. Oh shit. Okay. Okay. Yo, this is a very credible site right here, bro. Holy shit. Let's see if we can find any more articles he wrote. Ah, yeah, this is a pro Rock Nation website. 50 Cent is 50 years old. Why is everything still beef? Let's read. During a conversation, he was asked if he still had another album in him. His answer was basically that hip hop is connected to youth culture. He's not trying to be in the way, and that nobody's supposed to be the hottest rapper at 60. Chat, you know that was a clear dig at Jay-Z, right? Did y'all see that? Where 50 said, you're not supposed to be the hottest rapper at 60? Hold on. This is ill. I've never thought. This is crazy. It's him and Ebro, I think, after the verses. Listen to this. Here we go.
You being a songwriter, we was celebrating 50.
Okay.
Yeah, yo, say something.
Hold on.
Back if you can get him in this mother.
You see?
No. I gotta play the joint. There's a clip.
Call me back if you can get him in this. But your fucking numbers don't support it. Oh, man. It's so much of a landslide. Loyalties with me and we get into something.
The real report.
No. It was something about album. Where is it at? They asked him if he had another album in him or something. No, this is insane.
Serious.
Y'all could call. I come, and then it's
we was celebrating. Give it up for G. Yo.
Am I tripping?
Give it up for G.
Who was coming and didn't get a shit?
I like how she shades it.
No, I can't find it. Oh,
Giving us music as themes and intro.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be in the way. See, look, hip hop culture is connected to youth culture. You are not supposed to be the hottest in nothing at 60. Fuck that, man. You can still do your shit. Like,
he's clearly, you know who he's getting at. You know who he's getting at. The guy who they're claiming doesn't have an album coming out, but no, this is why.
you still sing, and that's love music. It don't never.
Yo, the shit said Rock Nation is the greatest organization hip hop ever built, and Hove became the infrastructure. Now they're attacking 50. Oh, this was the one I saw earlier. Akademiks has a Drake problem, and it's bigger than being a fan. What? Look how many articles they wrote today. So it's so they disappeared for a month, right? July 20th they disappeared, and they came back and they said Akademiks has a Drake problem. So the first article, I have a Drake problem. Then 50 is 50 years old. Why is everything still beef? Then top 10 voices in hip hop media, ranked by more than just clicks. It's Charlemagne. I don't know what this is. Race is over. Charlemagne is number one. Okay. DJ Akademiks is the worst leader and the perfect example of what not to become. Okay. Brilliant Idiots Pocket. Yo, bro. Bruv, y'all got it, bruv. Bruv, y'all got it. No, that is crazy. Yo, I'm almost like, bruv, I'm like almost, even though I think Charlemagne is in fact a liar, I'm almost in disbelief so much. I'm actually thinking Charlemagne's gonna be like, yo, I don't know who's behind the website, but his website's bugged out now. Like they're posting clear Rock Nation propaganda, and I think they're doing that to troll. But you know what I think is gonna happen? Yo, Charlemagne said this was a aggregator website. Who on planet Earth, besides maybe Taylor and motherfucking Alex Media, is calling Brilliant Idiots the #1 podcast of anything? Are you dumb? Nigga, Brilliant Idiots not even the #1 podcast one of the hosts is on. Flagrant is still better than that. Nah, this is insane, bruv. This is insane. It literally says AI right here. It just says AI.